Good morning and a warm welcome to everyone present today. We are delighted to have you join us as we mark several key milestones in our institution's journey. Your presence here underscored the importance of this occasion, and we are honored to share it with you. To commence our program, it is my privilege to invite Professor Lalnghinglova, the esteemed director of Mizoram University Incubation Center, to deliver the welcome address.
Welcome everyone for the inauguration of the Entrepreneurship Development Center for Aizawl. It is a privilege for me to introduce our esteemed guests today. We have our Minister of State, Mr. Lalnghinglova, Hmar, who is my classmate in my high school days and in the middle school years itself. And we have our Honorable Vice Chancellor as guest of honor today. And we have invited only quite a few of our faculty fraternity members. We have invited the Mizoram Startup Mission staffs and the CEO, which are present now today itself. And before we start off with the program, I would just like to introduce what is Entrepreneurship Development Scheme. This is a scheme and a center which is sponsored by National Northeastern Council through the Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship. They have initiated three centers in Aizawl, Lunglei, and Sampai, and they have spanned all over the northeast region of India. And we are entrusted to organize entrepreneurship awareness camps, entrepreneurship development programs, and faculty development programs. In fact, from next week, we are going to launch two programs in Saitwal and Lunglei itself. We will be conducting entrepreneurship development programs in Saitwal and Lunglei, and upcoming we'll be covering all of Mizoram before the end of August. Those are the programs which we're going to organize under these entrepreneurship development centers. This entrepreneurship development center is manned by the management committee and advisory committee, which is constituted and duly notified by the Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship. And today we will be also launching our dedicated applications which we have developed by the Incubation Center and EDC combined. And with that few words, I would just like to give back the stage to our host.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we kindly ask everyone to proceed outside where we will hold the inauguration ceremony. Once the inauguration is complete, we will return to our respective seats with the remainder of our program. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for your cooperation, everyone. Next, we are honored to have Shri Lalnghinglova Hmar, the Minister of State, with us. Mr. Lalnghinglova Hmar has been a stalwart supporter of educational and entrepreneurial initiatives. We are deeply grateful for his presence as he addresses and officially inaugurates the Entrepreneurship Development Cell. Please welcome Shri Lalnghinglova Hmar, Minister of State.
Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dikka, Professor Lalnghinglova, faculties of Mizoram University, students, and all present here. It is with great pleasure and immense delight that I stand before you today on this auspicious inaugurated program of our new Entrepreneurship Development Center. Today marks the beginning of an exciting journey as we officially inaugurate the center, which are not just inaugurating a building, we are launching a vision of a future where dreams are turned into realities through entrepreneurship, and where our community stands as a beacon of innovation and progress. It shows our commitment to fostering innovation, nurturing talent, and driving economic growth of our state and beyond. Entrepreneurship is the lifeblood of any thriving economy. It is the spark that drives innovation, the force that brings new ideas to life, and the engine that drives job creation and community development. Entrepreneurship is becoming increasingly popular in Mizoram, in part due to various initiatives aimed at fostering a supportive ecosystem for startups, both by the government and private entities. Successful entrepreneurs from Mizoram are becoming more common day by day. And I believe we are definitely moving the right direction. However, while entrepreneurship can seem glamorous and cool, it comes with significant risks and challenges, with no intention of discouraging our young aspiring entrepreneurs. I want to stress on this topic because when I wrote down my speech, I was thinking whether I should include this in this inauguration speech or not. But I would love to, kind of warn the potential as entrepreneurs and the upcoming entrepreneurs and the startups people that we have to be very careful on what we are doing. I'll continue. According to a study conducted by IBM Institute for Business Value and Oxford Economics in 2021, around 90% of Indian startups fail within the first 5 years. According to the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, 65% of new startups fail during the first 10 years, and only 10% are successful in the long run. This high failure rate is attributed to various factors, ranging from lack of market demand, poor business planning to inadequate mentoring and stiff competition. The path of entrepreneurship is rarely linear. Market dynamics, consumer preferences, and competitive pressures can change rapidly, creating an environment of uncertainty. Navigating the legal and regulatory landscape can also be complex and time consuming, not to mention the challenge of building and leading a team. To succeed in a field on entrepreneurship, therefore, requires dedication, hard work, and more importantly, perseverance. I think this is what is lacking among many of the Mizos. I will say not only the Mizo youth, but in Mizo in general. An entrepreneur has to be willing to walk the extra mile. Think of any successful company, you name it, Netflix, Facebook, Amazon, etc., and you will find a team of hardworking and dedicated entrepreneurs with vision and resilience. Understanding the market economy is another crucial aspect of entrepreneurship. What works in other parts of India and the world may not work in Mizoram and the other way around. Understanding the market will help you identify gaps and opportunities that can be capitalized on. Last Friday, I met with the new Skill Development Minister, Mr. Jain Chowdhury. What I shared with the new minister was that, sir, what works in UP may not work in Mizoram. We want to fine-tune the, your trade, the job, what you are giving us in the long list under the NDSC and other entrepreneurship and skill development programs. Because India is such a vast country, we need to understand the background, the culture. We need to understand the potential of the people as well. What are the challenges? Without that, you just cannot force us. Whatever you are doing in the other states in Mizoram, I want to request you that you give us the liberty to fine-tune the existing job opportunity which is there on the long list. We want to fine-tune it to our needs and local needs, and also we need to check our own backgrounds as well. Understanding the market ecosystem is another crucial aspect of entrepreneurship. What works in other part of India may not work in Mizoram. Market research provides insights into customer preferences, behaviors, and needs, which are essential for developing products or services that meet customer needs. It will help you make informed decisions on product development, pricing, and marketing. It will allow you to understand who your competitors are and how to differentiate your products or services from them. It will help you in setting realistic goals and adapt to changes in the market. This brings me to my next point about product diversification and the need for bringing new products to fill market and customer needs. I will not elaborate it further. I'll just read out what I have written down and you will understand it. It has been my personal experience on visiting entrepreneurship fairs and summits that our products and services are getting a bit repetitive and common. There are so many WKCs found in this kind of summits and fairs. We need to continuously try and bring new ideas to life and dare to be different in our product development and market analysis, lest we run the risk of stagnating our market. I think many of our markets in different in different areas are now becoming stagnant because our entrepreneurship, they need to think out of the box in order to survive. This will only enable us to stand out from amongst our peers. I would like to take an example of Miss Vanlalbiak. I don't know whether you have known her story. An aspiring entrepreneur who won gold medal in shoemaking in the India Skills Competition 2024. She was able to stand out in the competition by incorporating the colors and designs of traditional Mizoram in her products. This may seem fairly simple after the fact, but the novel idea and the innovation she possesses, as well as her understanding of the market and competition, to bring such idea into product was unmatched by her peers. That's why she became the number one. This is just one example on how you can make your own stand out. Product diversification reduces the risk of dependency on a single product or market. It can increase revenue growth, helps buffer against market changes, economic dips and changes in consumer preferences. It can only provide competitive advantage and contribute to sustainable growth. I would also like to urge our aspiring entrepreneurs to try and network extensively with like-minded innovators, government entities, other entrepreneurs and industry leaders. Networking plays a vital role in helping entrepreneurs grow their businesses by providing access to funding and investors, potential for new customers, opportunities to expand into new markets, and increase visibility and credibility within the industry. Building relationships with experienced entrepreneur and industry experts can offer invaluable mentorship and advice. Learning from others' experiences helps avoid common pitfalls while accelerating personal and business growth. Networking opens doors to potential collaborations and partnerships. It can provide insights into market and customer trends. Building personal relationships can lead to direct business opportunities and referrals. It's not only in entrepreneurship, in life. What I believe now is that, I'm sorry to say this, in a university, you don't need to be a professor. You don't need to be a master degree holder in life. But what works now in modern day economy or modern day market is networking. If you have the right network, if you connect with the right people, that is more than enough to survive in this world. I think this is what I've understand with my limited knowledge and my limited experience. But we have so many university faculties sitting here. I do not want to say anything against higher education, but at the end of the day, to survive in this modern day challenging world, what I feel is most important now is networking and connecting the right people. In politics also, that works the same way. To our aspiring entrepreneurs, I say this: the road ahead may be challenging. It will require vision, innovative ideas, and unending commitment. But it is also filled with incredible opportunities. With determination, resilience, and the support of this center, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Let us move forward with optimism, enthusiasm, and shared commitment to excellence. With this, I proudly inaugurate this Entrepreneurship Development Center, where ideas take flight and the future begins. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. To express our gratitude, we shall now confer an honorarium upon our esteemed chief guests as a token of our appreciation. Sir, if you can please come up to the stage again. Thank you, sir. Following this, we have the privilege of welcoming the Vice Chancellor of Mizoram University, Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka. The Vice Chancellor will share his insights and lead the publication ceremony of the Centezil and Tlado apps. These innovative applications are poised to make significant contributions to our academic and administrative operations. Please welcome the Vice Chancellor of Mizoram University.
Sibai, all of you. Respected and Honorable Minister of State, Mizoram Government of Mizoram, Mr. Hmar, our colleagues, Finance Officer, Controller of Examination, our professors and students present here, and the Director of Incubation Center, Mizoram University. First of all, I welcome Honorable Minister. He might have visited many times, I don't know, but he must have visited first time during my tenure. I have met him first time. So I extend my heartiest welcome to him on behalf of all of us. Okay, certainly I am very happy to see that Incubation Center is now upgraded to Entrepreneurship Development Center, and with the help of NEC and IIE. So certainly it is a good development, and I must congratulate all the persons associated with MZU Incubation Center. What I understand is that incubation is the birthplace of entrepreneurship. So unless incubation is done, not even babies of chickens are born, right? They have to be incubated to make the born out of the egg. So hatching is not possible without incubation. Maybe by artificially, maybe by their mothers or fathers. So incubation is very important. An incubation center where trials runs are made is very important to take it into entrepreneurship business. So that way I understand is that entrepreneurship is born out of incubation. So incubation is the birthplace of entrepreneurship. So rightly now I am happy to see that Incubation Center MZU is developed to Entrepreneurship Development Center. This is one feeling I am trying to share with you. Secondly, that is I share with the same feeling with our Honorable Minister that sustainability in business is very important, and growth without a balanced economy is not possible. Our finance officer will understand very well, or all of you will understand, that without a balanced export-import, sustainable growth is not possible. Always if we import only, no export, then our economy cannot grow and our growth is not possible. But therefore, there must be a balance between export and import. For any, for individual, if I only borrow money from others, never lend money to others, my personal economy is not healthy. So similarly, whether a state or country, there must be balance. The quantum we import, equal quantum we must export as well. And for that, you need entrepreneurship development industries. So that's why I think no, it is true that any government, whether central or state, are trying to increase entrepreneurship so that more employment generated and more economy can be generated. And in that sense, this incubation center or entrepreneurship development center has a big role to play. And for the state of Mizoram, for the rural people. So I think to help them, urban, rural people, to help them grow economically, we need to provide basics of entrepreneurship. They have some expertise, but how to go about that, as the Honorable Minister has mentioned, so networking, connecting is very important. And especially in this 21st century is very important. Without networking, business cannot grow. Right? So we cannot wait for the old modus operandi that business will be done by sending some letter, some proposal. It's not like that. It has to be in seconds, because there you have to survive in competitive world. Minister has rightly expressed his view that in this competitive world we must be faster and faster. And before somebody launch a product, if the same product I launch few months later, it may not survive in this world. So now, with my 1 year experience in Mizoram, and I don't know, I think I have heard many things are done in this incubation center. And so those things I'm not going to repeat here again. And maybe our minister is also apprised about those things, what incubation center is doing. But there are more things need to be done from my experience, 1 year experience in Mizoram. Say, for example, just let me compare what can be done here. And if I talk about not only Mizoram, whole Northeast, we are very much running short in the production of milk or milk products. Very much short. If I compare with western states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, where plenty of milk is available. But in Guwahati, when we don't get enough milk on local production, on if we want 5 liter or 10 liter of milk, immediately it's not available around. So similarly, many milk products, we are not getting enough. But I know Rajasthan, Gujarat, people there get lot of plenty of milk. They also consume. But don't we think that we need a lot of milk for our children to grow? Milk is, whatever maybe, some people like it, whether it is good for health or not, I don't know. But it is good, I assume. Good, it is a good food for all of us. But we consume it anyway. But we need it, but we don't get it. So, but you see, here everywhere Amul milk is there. How Amul is innovating to export their products even to Malaysia. On some news, I read it that in some YouTube channels that Amul even goes to Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, all these things, and including whole the country. And their product expiry date as long as 6 months, 1 year. So they must have innovated how milk products can be marketed throughout. But what we are doing for production of milk in Northeast, we are not doing anything. Why? If I want 1 liter of milk immediately, I don't get any local product except Amul. So, and then what is the lacking here? Why, in spite of so much open lands where cows can be reared, and I don't know, that kind of thing that villagers, so villagers may be willing to produce milk, but they are not aware how to market them. Suppose in Assam also I have seen many places that a farmer will say that I produce 20 liter of milk today. Unless I go to Guwahati, I cannot sell them. Who will buy 20 liters of milk in a village? So if the farmer cannot sell the milk, he stop producing milk, rearing cows, buffaloes, etc. But market will provide, and entrepreneurship will provide. We have to provide entrepreneurship market to the rural people so that they are encouraged to produce milk. So just a small example. My feeling I'm sharing. So that is our job. How to milk preserve, how and the way Amul is marketing a similar thing. If we come forward with that kind of entrepreneurship, rural people will be encouraged to produce milk. Okay. So similarly, fees. I understand by talking to my colleagues, many people last 1 year here, even ourselves, we like fish as a favorite dish, but we don't get fish enough here. And I have learned that there are some locality where they like produce to fish also, but I don't know how much. But some of you may be knowing very clear. Now, if milk, which is a perishable item, can be processed in such a way that its expiry is more than 6 months, then why fish, which has a high demand here, cannot be imported from the neighboring Assam, where plenty of fishes are there? We should develop in such a processing how that raw fish as such importing here is costly, so people cannot buy them. Price may get manifold increase. Raw fish, because they are perishable, they get spoiled. We don't eat them. But we have to develop some processing and which can be at reasonable price from neighboring state we can import. But that thing like if meat, seafood, many different kinds of meats can come here. I see seafood also in Guwahati or here, coming from far away places. But we are not thinking about those kind of processing, how to semi-processing food like fish and similar kind of food can be made available here, so that public can afford at low price, like that. Semi-processing fish or like that. This kind of thinking. Another thing I have heard from somebody, that Mizoram may be good place to produce honey. Why not you develop plenty of honey? We buy honey from many other Himalayan region, Uttarakhand, UP, etc. Whatever we see the labels, where from honey is coming, we know that, right? But there is no, in Northeast, there is no center where honey is produced in large scale and commercialized. I love honey in the breakfast with bread or some other thing. I don't get it. I have to bring. When I go to Guwahati, I bring from here 1 liter, half liter. Here may be available. It may be my ignorance. That's okay. But I don't think it is plenty available. Or not only plenty. If Mizoram is a good place with such a forest, honey, that bee rearing and honey production, how to export them in competitive price should be explored. Who will do that? That incubation center, entrepreneurial development, they have to do that. So I'll not make it long. It is not anything new, I can tell you. But what my feeling is that, what I want to share is that there must be, whether any state, whether it is Mizoram or other state, say let us speak about Mizoram. And you cannot grow, state cannot grow unless there is a balance between export and import. Only importing, no exporting. Okay, maybe there is no plenty of fish or rice, we can import. But in return, we must be ready to export some other products, like from bamboo shoots, or product like honey, or I don't know, many other, maybe the local fruits present here, or maybe even there's a big market in flower market in Guwahati. I know, very big market in there. It is growing every day. But all flowers is coming from Calcutta or most of the flowers. So many temples are there around Guwahati. There are tons of flowers are imported from Calcutta. But why not Mizoram also give a part of that? This is how there's a good scope to then, but that is also can be a market. So I'll not make it long. What I feel is that and this kind of thinking should come to our people associated with academics in Mizoram University and an incubation center. Lastly, I would like to sum up is that science without serving the society is simply ornamental. If we are doing science but not serving the society is ornamental, like say, it is not bad to go to Mars. It is not nothing. It is not bad to go to Moon. But those are good achievement in science. But they, for common people, they are ornamental only. Okay, like ornamental. Here, having a diamond ring here, having a earring here, platinum or diamond. Those serve the ornamental purpose only, but it does not satisfy our hunger. It does not satisfy our poor people. So, if the science, let us do adventure science, but along with that, the science must serve to the purpose of the society, necessity or requirement of the society. So, science without serving the society is useless, only ornamental. And secondly, education as a whole without humanity. And most often we see that our education is to procure a certificate, degree, etc. Not all. Certainly a good section, I can say, of the society, maybe 10%, 5%, 2% even, highly qualified, but little humanity. Because of that, no, in highly qualified, meritorious people like IPS, IAS, even professor, vice chancellor, many often is found involved or directly, indirectly associated with corruption. They are educated. Okay, so not to talk about illiterate people. So I will say that education without humanity, without attachment to the society is also meaningless. So I will conclude with last one is that with the reference of the Honorable Minister, he has mentioned about that, about like that I so it is not necessary to have a university degree to be a good researcher like that. Yes, in the last education policy, national education policy, it is a provision is already made is that to be a professor in university, you don't have to have a PhD or master's degree. Professor of practice we can have a professor of practice in universities. Those are very good in different domains like agriculture or by entrepreneurship development or many inputs from different long-time medicine, development of medicine, or the traditional practitioners. They don't have any conventional or traditional degrees, but they are very good in their profession. So that kind of professions can be hired to university to develop entrepreneurship or to serve the society. So that provision is already there. So with these few words, I express my gratitude for inviting me to this incubation center, inauguration function of Entrepreneurial Development Center, and to be with you, share my feelings, and especially to share my feelings with Honorable Minister. Thank you all. Thank you. Namaste. Gauri.
To express our gratitude, we shall confer an honorarium to the Vice Chancellor of Mizoram University. We will launch next. Sir, sir, please come up to the stage to receive our honorarium. Thank you, sir. We will now proceed to the demonstration of Centezil and Tlado apps. Let us invite Leremoya to demonstrate our applications.
Good morning, everyone. I will give a basic demonstration of the application Centezil, its features, and I will show how it can be a partner for Mizo entrepreneurs. First of all, I want to say that this application Centezil is it's developed from the study of what the business needs, small business needs, and from their operations and the problems that they encounters. So it is meant to solve those problems. First, I will open the application. It is written here, Sumdong Teta na Tiol Samna. And this is the page where we enter the PIN code. And I will give a brief description of what is over here. In the books section, if we enter, it will take us to this page. This is all the accounting books that are present in the system. And all of these features can be exported either as an Excel file or a PDF file. And if we open the daybook, this takes us to the daily log, digital log, of where we can enter the transaction of our day-to-day operations. And over here, there is a new transaction tab, and everything is written in Mizo. Almost everything except for some accounting terms. And this section is for Mandolena is for purchase of new materials. I mean new assets. And we can change the date of purchase in the top corner, and we can enter the amount here. And we have 5 different modes of payment over here. This is for cash payment. This is for cash payment. This is for bank payment. This is for credit. This is for partially paid by bank and partially paid by cash. And over here, we choose the type of assets that we are going to purchase. Over here, it will show the list of assets that we already purchased. Let's say, suppose we need to add over here if none of the assets have been purchased. And from here, we can choose the assets. And after entering all the necessary information, we can click on confirm. This will take us to this pop-up dialog box, which will show all the ledgers which will be affected by the transaction. And this transaction is reflected in the journals, in the trial balance, and all those accounting books. And we can confirm it. And over here, it shows the latest 100 transactions that have been done recently. Over here, we have the system control room settings. And we can change the business profile, the name, the description. And we also have 2 options. Mani Siam Zuar is for producers. Mi Siam Sa Zuar is for resellers. And we can also see the party whom we do business with, the assets that we have. We can back up our data, we can restore, and we can reset all of the applications from this menu. And I want to conclude by saying that this application, especially when it's written in Mizo, it can be a reliable partner for all the entrepreneurs in Mizoram. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for your presence and participation. We shall now invite Brian Leldinsanga. Oh, sorry. We shall now invite Sir Dr. Morel to launch the Tlado apps.
Good morning, all. Today I'm delighted to present the brief technical report on the task management solutions, which is developed by MZU Incubation Center. That is Thado, not Thado. This is the name is Thado. Originally, I mean, the initial concept originated from purely from the MZU Incubation Center, and it is developed by one of its incubators, that is M2 Code. So I am here to
Gets you inside. So this
I am here to demonstrate the applications on this platform, but unfortunately, I don't know now it's working or not. Just before the program start, it was not coming properly. The login was not coming. Yeah, the previous days we tried and it was working, but your network we are not getting properly. Maybe because of that, not okay. Okay. Anyway, just the brief ideas. These are the key features. It has comes with numbers of features, and the basic idea is a task management the organizations. So key features are like task assignment. So there will be two users. The managers can assign some tasks to its team members. Then that task will come with the time specific period, and based on the performance of the members, the system will evaluate the performance. The credit points are given, and the employers or the managers can see the performance of its team members. Still not working.
the problem. Need that.
Okay, so the basic idea is task management can be done in the apps. So then the priority of the task, like how important is that task, that can also be assigned by the task assigner. Then it comes with the time-based assignment. That means the task, how long, I mean, it is expected to finish within 1 week, something like this. So all the performance of the employees or the team members are evaluated by the system based on the initial settings of the credit systems that we employed here. So that's how it works, and it has numbers of features like deadline extensions. If the employee is having some issues, then it can ask for the extensions, email notifications, and numbers of features are coming with these apps. And then the final for the conclusions, these apps can be utilized now. We develop for the two-level users, means manager and a team. If it is depends on the requirements, this can be extended for the larger organization also. Anybody who would like to use this, our director can be contacted, and he has a lot of team members, I mean incubators, who can develop with very reasonable cost. Okay, now it's coming. Okay, okay. Okay, let's see.
I can.
Calendars and all also there.
Fan.
So managers will assign some tasks to its team members or its employee. Then at some point of time we can see the reports how. Okay, here are the difficulty level ended and all status occurring. Now it's completed or not, and then let's say he wants to see the okay, the performance of
Lost of village.
yes, the performance of the team members are evaluated by the system automatically. So based on so based on the time they finish, based on the nature of the task it was assigned to him, like priority was given, difficulty level also given while assigning the task. So that's how the employees are evaluated by the system. Then the employers or the managers can see how good and how efficient they are by evaluating. So I feel organizations who want to do very good time management and employment management, task management can be done easily with this. Thank you.
Okay, to conclude our program, we shall now invite Brian Sanga, the manager of Mizoram University Incubation Center, to give the vote of thanks.
First and foremost, praise be to the Almighty God for giving us a wonderful day and making this inauguration program a success. And I, Brian Sanga, on behalf of the Mizoram University Entrepreneurship Development Center, would like to thank our Minister of State, Sri Lalnghinglova, Labor Employment, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Department Minister, for sparing us his time and gracing the occasion of inauguration program from his busy schedule. Today we had the opportunity to hear your thoughts and your personal insights of entrepreneurship and skill development. Thank you for sharing us your thoughts and encouragement towards entrepreneurship in Mizoram. We are immensely thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dipakar Chandra Deka, who has always supported us and give us his guidance and encourage us to take every step of the way. We owe special gratitude to our Dean of SEMIS, Professor Bartendo Singh, who has also graced us with his presence. I owe special gratitude to all the heads of department of SEMIS who are present for this inauguration program. I thank all the distinguished invitees present here today for honoring our invitation and making the inauguration a success. Thank you all. Please join us for our refreshment.
We extend our heartfelt gratitude for your presence and participation. We invite you to join us for refreshments outside. Thank you so much.